You read the title, let's get into it. If you didn't already know, my name is Tez Fraser. I'm a game dev and content creator. Currently working on a game called Colornova. It's a color matching space shooter inspired by classic games like Asteroids and Space Invaders, with of course a modern twist. I went to Reddit for some feedback on this trailer I posted, and I got obliterated. Someone said that it looks like some college kid's project that they made in a weekend. Some people said that my game had no juice. A lot of people told me that the gameplay just looked boring. But here's the thing. I didn't entirely disagree with them. Well, I did disagree with this one, but they were objectively being a hater. But to be fair, I kind of asked them to be a hater. That's kind of the whole point of the Destroy My Game subreddit. I just mean that their feedback wasn't constructive at all. Kind of just hating to be a hater. But everyone else did have honest to God feedback. Things that I hadn't heard from the other folks I've showed the game to. I knew of some of my mistakes. I rushed the teaser trailer because of the demo deadline. Because of how I recorded it, I unfortunately had to cut out all the sound effects from the trailer. I know this was a mistake, but it was a calculated one. If I didn't do it this way, I wouldn't have been able to participate in X-Fest. Feedback that I wasn't expecting was that there wasn't any juice in the game. I mean, a lot of the juice of my game does have to do with sound. I think I'm doing a really good job with the sound effects, so I understand when they're missing. Someone thought there was a lack thereof as far as juice. But to say that there was absolutely none when hitting enemies, that felt insane to me. Unfortunately, they were absolutely right. The person who brought it up actually pointed me towards this video. It's kind of a video essay on player interactions, feedback, and juice. And honestly, I was missing some pretty major ones. While I was showing visual confirmations of mismatched shots, other than a little physical feedback and the audio that was already missing, there basically was no good way to experience a satisfying shot. The other thing I wasn't expecting was notes about the Nightmare Mode planet, that it almost felt unfair because you could never get to the other side of the planet fast enough. I've kind of worried about Nightmare Mode being too hard the entire time I've been developing it. Between the player bullets damaging the planet, the additional harder meteors, the faster spawn rates, I know I named it Nightmare Mode, but it was almost feeling like a nightmare. So I shrunk down the planet a bit. And who knows, maybe by time the game actually fully releases, I'll have shrunk it down even more. Balancing difficulty and satisfaction can be super hard, so it's a work in progress. I'm almost tempted to do a demo beta of just Nightmare Mode, just for the sake of getting some more eyes on it. And the final main piece of feedback that I've been getting from folks is that I wasn't showing enough game mechanics in the trailer. And once again, they're absolutely right. So I took all of that feedback, and this is what the new trailer looks like. Now, the things I really hoped you noticed was how the meteors flash white, stretch, and shrink a bit when you hit them. When they explode, they tell you how many points you got for them. Editor note here. I'm the editor. I actually just realized I have a bug in the game where score pops don't show up. Oops. So I fixed that in the code, but you're not gonna see that in the trailer. Back to other tests. Several new meteor shapes so that everything doesn't look so generic. 4 of the 6 ships got new graphics. I added this glowing effect so that you can remember when your Nova is ready. And this after image for when you have a major speed boost. This spectral after image for when you get hit. The various defense mechanisms for the planet. The synergies of power-ups stacking up to make you OP for a few seconds. The new background particles, nebulas, dust, stars, and distant moon. Local multiplayer, which isn't completely finished, but I made a lot of progress towards it. And of course, this time we left in the sound effects. By the way, did you notice the new Nova ability? Spectrum Zero sucks all the color from the world to give you a damage and speed boost. My buddy actually inspired this one. He actually thought I should make everything rainbow, but I just thought this was cooler. Compared to the old trailer, this doesn't even feel like the same game. Some things that are not in the trailer. I added the flash and stretch to the planet on meteor hit. The total pickup count is now 30, and I just released 2 more into the demo for a total of 10. There's now a results page in the game, so you know how well you did and a handful of stats. I also gutted the Steam page. I was in an Aramis Twitch stream about a week ago, and his philosophy is that gamers don't like to read, they just want to play a game. And as such, why I have the mountains of text. He was right. I had mountains of text and this BS fluff. The game is match colors, shoot stuff, and weird things happen. And everything else? Who cares? It's a game that's all action, I don't need a backstory. I got my boy General Pedro to redo the capsule art because I'm generally bad at it. If you're an OG subscriber, you might remember Pedro from the Raid Mutant days. He absolutely killed it, as always. And if you're a dev looking to hire him, he does do commissions. I'll link to him in the bio. I also changed out the screenshots to basically show the most intense parts of the game. Kind of like a resume, you shouldn't be lying, but you gotta exaggerate a little bit. Use the fancy words. And that's basically what I'm doing on the Steam page. All of this in preparation for hopefully having a good Next Fest. Speaking of Steam, I totally forgot to do the wishlist count. Reminder that every devlog, I will be telling you the current wishlist count in the sake of transparency, so don't forget to subscribe to keep encouraging that. So, as of recording this video, the current wishlist count is 82. I didn't mention it last video, but I only launched Trivia War with about 66 wishlists. So I'm actually doing a bit better for this game. And I think that's all I can really ask for. That being said, the count would get higher if you, watching this video right now, wishlisted Colornova on Steam. Reminder that you can play the demo on Steam for free if you don't believe me that it's super fun. But wishlists are basically the metric that matters the most as far as exposure and the Steam algorithm, so I could really use your help with that. Also, if you're watching Devlog 5, it means that you're probably fairly invested in the game, and as such, come hang out on Discord and let's talk about it. Share your feedback, share your high scores, tell me what you think, or just what you're working on. We just hang sometimes. As for what's next, I'm still juicing. The grind never stops, and I'm still very focused on making the final demo. I've decided that the final demo definitely gets global leaderboards. I think that could really set me up for success at Next Fest. I want to stir up the envy between friends and strangers. I have even more pickup ideas, but I'm probably gonna wait to implement them. Try to focus on some quality of life features, rewindable controls, a handful of language localizations, and of course, game efficiency. I'm working pretty hard to make Colornova the best game I possibly can, and I appreciate every single person on this journey with me. Once again, if you want to support me in my efforts, the best thing you can do is wishlist Colornova on Steam, play the demo, and of course, subscribe to the channel. If you already did all that and you're still feeling super kind, tell a friend, or even leave a review of the demo on Steam. Any and all exposure does wonders. Oh, and if you know a streamer or YouTuber that needs to play the game, let me know so I can reach out to them. Anyways, my name is Tez Freezer. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in Devlog 6.